Hi, everyone. Welcome to another episode, the sixth episode of Parenting SOS and surviving this, and not just surviving, but thriving this time at home. So thank you for coming. We made it through another week. And here in the UK, this was our first week self-isolating. And I'm happy to say that we did pretty well. And for those of you that are joining for the first time, my name is Joy Marchese, and I'm the founder of Positive Discipline UK and a lead trainer for the Positive Discipline Association. So I'm sharing with you my experience as an educator for over 20 years in the classroom and as a mother. And I'll be here next week, Monday through Friday, 8:30 p.m. UK time live. And the episodes will be recorded. So if you're in a different time zone, or you've fallen asleep already, or you've had a few too many glasses of wine, you can join me another time. So just to review, last night's episode, we talked about mistakes being opportunities, and I gave you the tool of the 4 R's of recovery from mistakes. So for those of you that weren't here, I'm just going to hold this up. Can you guys see that? These are the 4 R's of recovery from mistakes. So I'll let you take a screenshot of that. I'm not going to go through all of them now, but I will read the tool card for mistakes. I shared with you that there's a deck of 52 tools that you can get on Jane Nelson's website, positivediscipline.com, or on the App Store. So this is the tool card for mistakes. See mistakes as opportunities for learning. Respond to mistakes with compassion and kindness instead of shame, blame, or lectures. When appropriate, use curiosity questions to help your child explore the consequences of her mistakes. And this is a great activity you can do. During dinner time, invite everyone to share a mistake they made during the day and what they learned from it. So did any of you who are here live with me today, oh, Nermeen, it's so good to see you. Did any of you make a mistake today? If so, just answer yes in the comments below. And I will share, this week has been pretty good. I have to say, I've loved the extra time, the special time that I've had with Chloe, and Max and I have been working really well as a team. So I feel pretty good about it. However, I do have to say today, of all days, even after I taught this last night, I kind of lost it a little bit. I don't know how many glasses of milk and orange juice. How many can you spill in a day? Too many. Okay. So there was another glass of juice spilled right after my dog stepped in dog poo and right before I was supposed to go live on Instagram with Kensington Moms, which thankfully my business partner did. And I got frustrated and I got annoyed. And, the first time the milk spilled and oops, how are we going to clean that up? And by like the third time, I was like, come on, can't you hold it with 2 hands? And I kind of lost it. But it was a really good opportunity for me to practice what I teach and go back and practice the 4 steps of recovery, which I did. And, bless her, it was probably right after step 1 that, she gave me a big hug and said, it's okay, Mama. So I just wanted to share that example with you. So tonight, and I do want to show you, just to remind you, please share any routine charts that you've created, share pictures of your positive timeout spaces that you've created, and I'm going to share one here. This is a great routine chart that was created by a little boy in New York that was shared with me, and I hope it's going really well. So tonight we're going to be talking about feelings, and you might see behind me I have our Positive Discipline Feeling Faces charts, and tonight is going to be a little bit different because I'm going to first do an activity with you because the weekend is here. And I won't see you till Monday. I'm going to do an activity with you today that we do in the classroom with kids to teach them about feelings and to give them feelings vocabulary. The activity is called Glad, Mad, Sad, or Scared. And it's a really great way to introduce children to feelings vocabulary. And really, it's the first step in them learning to express themselves and to understand that all feelings are okay. So that's really helpful. Sorry, I'm just looking at the comments real quick. Oh, there's a lot of people joining us. Thank you. I'm going to ask you guys to participate tonight. So Let's do this activity. I'm going to ask you to participate. So I really need you to comment when I'm asking questions. So here we go. First of all, and this is what you'll do with your children, hopefully this weekend. So I want to ask you all, why are feelings important? So how do feelings help us? So take a moment to think about that and just write your answers in the comment below. And someone's saying yes, especially during these times, it is important to teach children how to express their feelings and that all feelings are okay. So how do feelings help us? Let me give you an example. Feelings help us to understand other people and the people that we love. How else can feelings help us? And why are they important? So I don't want this to go on forever. So if you're still thinking, I'll give you some answers that you might want to prompt for your children. So feelings help keep us safe. They help us stay out of danger when we feel scared or fearful. Feelings also help us to understand what makes us human beings. So it's and thank you, Paige, for sharing that feelings let out the stress that we're feeling right now. So expressing our feelings can really help us in that way. So once we have shared with our kids and we've gotten their answers about how feelings can help us, we explain that most feelings can be described in just one word, and that there are kind of 4 categories of emotion, of basic emotions that most of our feelings can fit into. So when you do this at home with your kids, you will, and thank you, Mom, you're sharing that feelings help us connect with others. You're really right, and help us understand each other. So you're going to draw this chart, okay, for your children. And as you can see, there are 4 categories here: glad, mad, sad, or scared. So we're just going to quickly go through each one. And what I'd like you to do is give me some, and do this in the comments, please, give me some other feelings that can fit into that category. So for example, can you think of other, right now, a lot of people are really scared. They're fearful. So that's another word, fearful. Can you think of some other feelings that we might have that can describe feeling scared? Write them in the comments below. So I shared fearful. Can anyone share some other ones? And thank you, Marion, for sharing that feelings can also help us grow. So I'll share another feeling that that is connected to scared. Anxious. Any other feelings? Scared. Feeling threatened. Nervous. Yes, definitely nervous. Frustrated. Great. And how about worried? So we'll stop there, and you'll see that what I'm doing is I'm writing all of those words in that quadrant, okay, under scared. And you'll do that for each one. So let's just, a few feelings that fit into mad. And Nermeen has angry. Oh, scared, and also with scared alone. Good. So for mad, irritated, terrified. Oh, I think that was for scared. How about mad? Today I felt annoyed. Furious, I saw. Short-tempered. That was me today. Impatient. Okay, we're gonna stop there. And I want you to think of some feelings for sad. Feelings for sad. So upset. A lot of children are feeling bored right now. Or they're feeling, how are they feeling? Because they're isolated and they're not able to see their friends. Helpless, lonely, Great. And what about our last one, glad? Can you think of some feelings that are connected with glad? So an easy one, happy. For glad. I like that. Light. Free. Fun. Grateful. Cheerful. Joyful. Great. Okay, so we can stop there. I want you to notice how I filled in this feelings chart. And you can see how many feelings we came up with in just a few minutes. And I'm going to add that, Mom, hopeful, because that's something we really need right now. So what you would do is you would fill that in with your children with as many feelings as possible. And in school, we hang that up on the wall. And as new feelings come up, we categorize them when we put them in there. Now, a lot of people, what comes up for them when we do this activities, they say, why are there 4 bad feelings or negative feelings and only 1 positive or good feeling? That's a great question. And it's a great opportunity to discuss that actually feelings are not good or bad. Feelings are just feelings, and all feelings are okay. Right? We want to teach children that all feelings are okay. However, sometimes it's how we react to our feelings that we have to think about. But having a feeling and crying is okay. Having a feeling and laughing is okay. We really want children, especially now, to understand that all the feelings that are coming up for them are okay. What you can do after you've done this chart, if you want to take it to the next level, is you can actually, if you look behind me at the feelings chart, you can create your own feelings chart with your kids. Now, instead of just, you can buy this one on positivediscipline.com, but what I would recommend is that you choose some of these feelings, and you can do a couple of things. You can either have your child draw the different facial expressions on how they would describe what a face would look like, or you can take a picture of them making that face, and take pictures of them and make kind of a collage that looks like this feelings poster. So it's really important that we give them that opportunity to express themselves. Attila, thank you for saying feelings equals expression. So that's what we want to teach kids, is really to express themselves. And we start by doing that ourselves and being able to express our feelings and not suppressing them, especially again during this time. So it can be really helpful to have a feelings chart visual and have these conversations. On Monday, I'm going to be doing an activity, another one that we do with kids in school, and that will give you a tool to help your children not only express their feelings, but take it to the next step and express their needs and what it is that they need. So I hope that helps. If there are any questions, you can put them in the comment for now. So again, that's your homework, is to do this activity. And if you can, do a feelings face poster. And if your kids draw them or you take pictures, please send them in so that we can share and we can help and inspire others. And then you can refer to the chart when anything comes up. So before we end today, I actually want to do another activity to show you how you can connect before you correct. It's one of my favorite things to do because I really know how valuable it is to me. I mentioned the importance of connection before correction. So for this activity, I'm actually going to need you to put yourself in the shoes of your child, okay? And it would be helpful if you actually, not that anyone can see you, but just so that you have no distractions around you, that you close your eyes. And I want you, so close your eyes now. It'll just take a couple minutes. And I want you to put yourself in the shoes of your child and notice, what are you thinking? What thoughts are going through your head? How are you feeling? And what are you deciding to do or deciding about yourself? Okay, because this is going to go back to what we talked about the other day about our private logic and how we develop belief systems. So go ahead, close your eyes and just listen. Notice what you're thinking, feeling, and deciding. Oh, you broke your cookie. Wait, let me give you another one. Come on, it's just a scratch. It's not a big deal. Don't be silly. That dog isn't going to hurt you. No, you don't hate your brother. You love him. Don't cry. You'll get to see Grandma next week. You're being very selfish. You should share your doll with your sister. Stop crying. You're making Mommy sad. So notice right now, what are you thinking, feeling, and deciding as the child? And if you want to put some comments up there just about how you're feeling, that would be really helpful. And we're going to do a second round because that's the actual tool. I'm just pausing to see if anyone can just write down what were they thinking or feeling. You're not hearing me, Mom, is what Yasmin is thinking. Roberta is feeling sad. Annoyed, I'm not being heard. Nervous, guilty. So these are not what we're hoping our kids would feel, but we were trying to help our child feel better, weren't we, by saying this? I don't feel that this matters to you. I feel ashamed. This is not our hope, is it, when we're trying to do this, right? We really just don't want to see our child suffer. So let's pause here, and I'm going to ask you to close your eyes again, and I'm going to share some other statements with you. And again, I just want you to notice, what are you thinking, feeling, and deciding, okay? So close your eyes, be that child. Here we go. Oh, you're disappointed that you broke that cookie. You wanted to keep it as a whole piece. Ouch, that scratch might hurt. That dog really scared you when he barked. You feel sad that Grandma had to leave. I wonder if you're worried that you may not get your doll back if you lend it to your sister. Would you like me to sit next to you while you cry? So notice now, what are you thinking, what are you feeling, and what are you deciding? So take a moment, write down in the comments. And it's interesting, Paige's last comments before we did round 2 was, my feelings are not valid. So how did it feel this second round for you? Just put your comments below. Paige is feeling loved. Oh, look at you. Both of you are feeling loved. Comforted and safe. Isn't this how we want our children to feel? Safe, comforted, loved, that their feelings matter. They feel understood, heard, and validated. That they're cared for, that they're understood. So I'm just reading the comments that are coming through below. So what was I doing differently in this round 2? What did I do differently? What I did was, I didn't try to fix it, right? I didn't try to change it or stop the suffering. All I did was validate. I just validated their feelings. That was it. And look at how much better they felt. How much better do you feel when someone validates you? For me, it's one of the best things that someone can do for me, is to validate my feelings. That's the best way to connect. So when you want to connect with your child before you have to correct a behavior, you can just say, gosh, you seem really upset right now. That hurt your feelings, right? Just validate. You really want to keep playing that game. And it's time to eat dinner, right? So it's validating first. Thank you, Yasmin. I didn't try to take away the problem. So this is how we build resiliency in children. It's also how we show empathy, is just to validate their feelings. And all I'm doing is kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm mirroring their feelings back to them. right? So again, it helps them to understand how they feel. So I'm going to read the tool card, validate feelings, just as a reinforcement. Allow children to have their feelings so they can learn they are capable of dealing with them. Don't fix, rescue, or try to talk children out of their feelings. Validate their feelings. I can see you're really angry, upset, or scared. Then keep your mouth shut and have faith in your children to work it through. And sometimes through curiosity questions and through listening. And remember, children will listen to you after they feel listened to. So just listening can be one of the best things that you can do, again, to connect with your child. So I hope that helps and it gave you some activities and tools to use with your children this weekend. Please share your successes and your challenges with us on the Positive Discipline Facebook page. And I would love to end today because we've had 5 sessions this week, and I would love us to just end with some gratitude. Again, another way to connect with your kids, especially during this time, showing gratitude for the good things. So I'll start by sharing, well, first, my gratitude for having all of you here with me. This has been really difficult for me this week to get, I am so camera shy. I don't like to be on cameras, and having you here, really, I feel supported, and I'm so grateful for my friends and family and those of you that I don't know for being there and supporting me in this process. And on a personal note, I really want to share gratitude with my husband who's on here. He cooked all 3 meals today, eggs Florentine, a beautiful salad for lunch, and a great pasta for dinner. And I'm so grateful. And he did that all while working from home. So thank you, babe. He's keeping me nourished and Chloe nourished. So if you guys can share your gratitude on the comments below. And Max shared that he's grateful for his wife taking care of our daughter while he's working. So I think this lockdown might actually make our relationship even stronger. Andrew's grateful for having me. Thank you. Miriam is grateful for this session. So I'll just give you another few seconds. Paige wants Max to send some food. I love this. This is a really great way to connect. I feel really connected to you guys. So if you found, and Faye is thankful for all the wonderful people around them who are supporting them during this difficult time. So if you did like this session, please comment, please share, so we can support lots of other parents and kids out there. And Yasmina's grateful for her children who tidied up without you asking. Yes, contribution, like we talked about the other night. If you missed the previous episodes, they're recorded. You can find them on the feed, the Positive Discipline UK Facebook feed, so you can watch them another time. And that's it. I'm signing off for the week. Be safe, stay positive, and be well. Lots of love. Bye.